Every $1,000 masterpiece begins in the harsh reality of the swamp, where strict farming protocols ensure the raw material starts with absolute perfection and care from the very first day. These ancient reptiles are raised in state-of-the-art facilities, meticulously separated by age to prevent any fighting that could potentially damage their precious, armor-like skin surfaces and lower their value. Beneath the murky waters lies the foundation of global luxury, where the rugged texture of the crocodile meets a world of scientific precision and intense environmental control to ensure health. Dedicated farmers monitor water quality and nutrition daily, ensuring that animals thrive in an environment that mimics nature while maintaining the highest industrial hygiene standards required for premium leather production. There's a stark, fascinating contrast between the weathered hands of the caretakers and the smooth, shimmering elegance that these skins will eventually become in the high fashion houses of Paris. Every square inch produced here is a testament to resilience, a raw canvas born from the elements and refined by human discipline before it ever reaches the high-end factory gates. The journey continues as raw hides arrive at the industrial tannery, marking the critical transition from a biological wonder to a high-value commodity ready for an intense and precise transformation. Technicians use high-pressure water jets to meticulously strip away impurities, revealing the intricate patterns and natural symmetry of the crocodile's belly scales in stunningly high definition for the first time. Every scale tells a unique story of the animal's life. And at this crucial stage, the raw potential of the leather begins to reveal its true underlying quality and aesthetic appeal. Master inspectors use powerful magnifying lamps to scrutinize every single millimeter, looking for the tiniest imperfections or natural marks that might disqualify the hide from entering the top luxury tier. Only the top 10% of these raw hides will achieve the coveted Grade 1 status, reserved exclusively for products that demand nothing less than absolute flawlessness and perfect scale alignment. Advanced laser technology scans the entire surface, providing instant digital readouts of thickness to ensure consistency across the hide, a critical factor for high-end manufacturing and structural integrity of products. A single scar from a territorial dispute in the swamp is enough to downgrade a skin, as the luxury world accepts only the most pristine surfaces for their multi-thousand-dollar creations. Now, the alchemy begins within massive oak drums, where a precise blend of chemicals and minerals initiates the complex process of turning raw skin into durable, luxurious, and supple fashion leather. Vibrant dyes in shades of emerald, ruby, and deep obsidian are introduced, swirling through the water to penetrate deep into the fibers of the crocodile skin for a rich, permanent color. This is a delicate dance of chemistry and time, requiring weeks of constant monitoring to ensure the proteins are stabilized and the texture remains remarkably soft yet incredibly durable for decades. After the tanning baths, the skins are hung on specialized racks to air dry slowly, allowing the fibers to settle and the rich, deep colors to lock permanently into the leather. Skilled craftsmen touch and flex the dried leather, now using years of experience to judge if the material has achieved the required softness and flexibility for the world's most exclusive fashion boutiques. Intense heat and pressure are applied to the surface, a process that flattens the scales and enhances the natural, three-dimensional beauty of the crocodile's unique grain, creating a stunning visual depth. Some leathers are hand-polished with natural agate stones to create a high-gloss finish, a traditional technique that produces a deep, mirror-like shine on each individual scale for a classic luxury look. The result is a magnificent palette of colors that range from classic earth tones to avant-garde bolds, all while maintaining the unmistakable signature of the crocodile's natural, complex skin pattern. What was once a hard, protective armor in the swamp is now as soft as silk, ready to be shaped into the world's most expensive and highly desired fashion accessories and bags. In the design studio, engineers use sophisticated CAD software to map out the cutting patterns, ensuring the scales align perfectly across every single seam and corner of the final luxury bag. Symmetry is the ultimate hallmark of true luxury. The central scales must be perfectly centered to create a visual balance that is immediately pleasing to the most discerning and expert fashion eyes. A master cutter uses an incredibly sharp round knife, gliding through the leather with surgical precision, where a single millimeter of error could waste thousands of dollars in premium raw materials. The sound of the blade slicing through the hide is clean and decisive, reflecting the absolute confidence of an artisan who has mastered this difficult and unforgiving material over many decades. To ensure the final seams are not bulky, the edges of the leather are skived down to the thickness of a sheet of paper using specialized and highly precise industrial machinery. Even with modern machines, the final thinning is often done by hand. Yes, ensuring that every transition between leather pieces is absolutely seamless and remarkably elegant to the human touch. Silver pens mark the exact placement for stitches and hardware, a temporary guide for the permanent and prestigious transformation that is about to take place in the quiet master workshop. Each piece of the puzzle is now ready, sorted, and inspected one last time before being handed over to the master craftsman for the final, painstaking assembly of the masterpiece. We enter the sanctuary of the workshop, where the silence is only broken by the rhythmic sounds of needles passing through leather and the focused breath of the world's finest artisans. The traditional saddle stitch requires 2 needles and a single thread, a complex technique that no machine on earth can replicate for its legendary strength, beauty, and long-term durability. Before stitching, the linen thread is coated with natural beeswax, which protects the fiber from moisture and helps it glide smoothly through the hand-punched holes in the tough crocodile skin. Each stitch is pulled with consistent expert tension, creating a beautiful slanted pattern that has become the undeniable signature of the world's most prestigious and historical leather fashion houses. The raw edges are treated with multiple layers of specialized edge paint, a process that requires many hours of drying and careful sanding between each meticulous and thin application. A heated tool is used to smooth the paint into the leather, creating a solid, glass-like edge that will never crack or peel, even over many years of heavy daily use. A smooth wooden hammer gently taps the finished seams, flattening the stitches and ensuring the leather pieces are bonded together into a singular, cohesive, and incredibly strong structural form. Gold and palladium-plated hardware are carefully installed, while each screw turns slowly by hand to ensure a perfect fit that feels solid and operates with a smooth, mechanical grace. The satisfying click of a precision-engineered lock signifies the completion of the structural work, finally turning a collection of leather pieces into a functional and timeless work of art. In the final quality control room, experts wearing white silk gloves examine the finished product under intense lights, searching for even the most microscopic of flaws or inconsistencies. A soft velvet cloth is used to give the leather one final gentle buff, bringing out the deep radiance of the dye and the natural, inherent luster of the crocodile scales. Each piece is accompanied by a CIT certificate proving the legal and ethical origin of the skin, a document as valuable and essential as the luxury product itself. The masterpiece is carefully nestled into a silk-lined box, but protected by layers of acid-free tissue paper to preserve its pristine, untouched condition during its journey to the boutique. Finally, the product arrives at a flagship boutique in Paris or New York, illuminated by soft spotlights that highlight its elite status as an ultimate object of human desire. From the wild swamps to the pinnacle of luxury, this journey proves that true value is found in the union of nature's grit and human artistic genius.